find my mark here. Let's go!
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been gone for a couple of days. I had a lot of technical problems and I actually had to get a new device to make my videos on. So if things look a little bit different, that's why. I am using the same program, but like my little transparent guys, those are gone. Those were on my other device that crashed. So I don't know, maybe I'll remake something else in the future, but for now we're a little bit minimal on screen. And you guys, I don't know how you feel, but I hate getting new technical devices. I'm not a technically minded person, and setting up things really stinks. It's just so frustrating. So sorry I've been gone for a couple of days. Hopefully we will get back to business. She has 2 vlogs out, so I'm a little bit behind. So we're going to do this one today. Let's just get right into the video. She's wearing this green thing again that I hate, but we'll try to ignore it. I'm addressing it now so I can ignore it the rest of the video.
All right, you guys, be prepared to see me in the Kohl's maternity dresses in like every vlog for the rest of the summer. I am so curious if baby girl is gonna come early. I mean, I know it's like a really high chance now that Anderson had come early. So I just like don't know what to expect in terms of how much longer I'm gonna be pregnant. I'm like, I think 29 weeks when you're watching this, and I gave birth to Anderson at 35. So like, you just never know, it could be really soon.
I really hope everything just goes smoothly with her pregnancy and delivery. I hope there are no issues, but I think one of my biggest fears is in regards to Anderson. I do fear that she would go into labor early, and as a result, she and the baby would have to be in the hospital for an extended period of time. And I just imagine poor little Anderson being shuffled around. I know a lot of people have commented things like, oh, it's better when he's in daycare because at least those adults are paying attention to him. And like, sure, but also, this is his mom, right? These are his parents, and he doesn't understand that maybe they do things that aren't great. I'm sure he has some attachment to her because she's his mother. And I'm sure being shuffled around while she's busy paying attention to the baby in the hospital would be not so great for him. On top of that, I know a lot of people say that because the new baby's a girl, Alex is probably already going to be showing that baby a little bit more attention. So if that baby had a lot more requirements, Anderson might just get thrown by the wayside, and heaven forbid if Alex is sick again, you know? So I do worry about Anderson in this time, and I hope everything goes well so that Anderson is able to continue to get the care that he needs, because I'm just worried that he's just going to be the one that's forgotten about.
I'm hoping she stays in longer, truthfully, but we'll be ready. We'll be ready. Anderson and I are sharing some eggs. He's got some strawberries. I'm also having a Gatorade. I have one left from when I was sick, and I'm gonna buy more because, you guys, I woke up this morning with the most painful Charlie horse of my life. Like, I'm not being dramatic when I tell you it. Like, I compare everything now after birth, like, to like the threshold of contractions. I'm like, from here to contractions, it was like right here. Like, it was so painful.
I do have to wonder about her pain rating scale, because it seems like everything is just the most painful thing that could possibly happen. Remember when she had hand, foot, and mouth? She didn't talk about it much, so you might have forgotten. But she said that the feeling in her throat was like a 9 or a 10. It was horrible. It was the most painful thing she'd ever felt in her life. And now she's saying that this was like the most painful thing she'd ever felt in her life. And so were contractions. And it's just like everything is extremely painful. So it's hard for me to understand where she's at. When everything is extreme, nothing feels extreme. Also, I sometimes get Charlie horses in my leg. I mostly when I get too much exercise, or like when I'm walking around too much, when I'm on my feet a lot, sometimes it'll happen. Several nights in a row, I'll wake up with a Charlie horse. The thing I found that worked the best, because it is, they say, oftentimes an electrolyte imbalance. The thing that I found worked the best is not Gatorade, it's coconut water. Ooh, works so well. I always have coconut water on hand just for this.
And it was also in a different part of my leg than normal. And I've heard that people say, I've always heard people say that Charlie horses come more often when you're pregnant and they're like more painful.
Just like how hand, foot, and mouth is much more painful if you're an adult. It's like she primes us so that if you're like, well, I know Charlie horses hurt, but they're not that bad. She's like, no. They're worse for me because I'm pregnant. No. This is worse for me. She always has to set that up.
But like I've never gotten one during pregnancy. If I did, it's so unmemorable. I don't even remember it with Anderson. This one hurt so bad. I was screaming and Yarmin was like trying to rub my leg. Oh my God. And like it was in a different spot than normal and it hurts bad to watch. Anderson likes to feed me.
So like I said, I have gotten Charlie horses in my calves many, many times, and it always happens in the middle of the night, wakes me up. I've never screamed loud enough to wake up the whole house. I just imagine poor Yar and Anderson sleeping peacefully, and Alex starts screaming, and Yar's thinking, like, what, is she being murdered or something? And then it's just a Charlie horse. It seems a little dramatic. I know it's much more painful for her than it is for me or anyone ever, but it just seems a little dramatic.
Strawberry. You want to feed me strawberry? Thank you. Thank you. And he goes, eat.
Poor Anderson. He can't even have breakfast with his mom without her vlogging. Like, she's sitting here talking to the camera this whole time, and Anderson's sitting right there, and the only time she addresses him is when she can get a cute shot for the vlog. Otherwise, he's just kind of left in the corner there.
So anyway, today is Saturday. Yeah, I'll be 29 weeks on Monday. So we're getting there. But anyway, I saw that Gatorade. I'm going to message my OB and ask about like, because it was so bad. I'm like, I don't ever want to feel this again. Like, I'm so nervous. I was like afraid to move once it finally stopped. But I guess like staying hydrated, of course. I knew that. Like electrolytes, Gatorade. Someone said something about magnesium, but I don't know. I know my other pregnant friend is on magnesium, and I was taking magnesium before I got pregnant, but...
Well, magnesium is an electrolyte. So yeah, if you're electrolyte deficient in some way, then it's quite possible it's magnesium. It could be anything, but yeah, that makes sense.
I stopped. So I don't know. I'm going to ask and just be like, should I be doing anything? But I will say the last few days I like did a lot. And I think since I've been sick for so long, maybe I like shocked my muscle or maybe it's just totally random. Who knows, honestly. But you guys, it sent me. It hurt so bad. I was yelling. And now I'm like, I'm just so nervous it's going to happen again. I'm like ruminating about it. It was like partially up in like the back of my thigh. And like oh my God, horrible. Anyway, I'm sure it's riveting to hear about my Charlie horse.
No, but I can see why she talked about it for so long, because that took up a quarter of the vlog. Her talking about her Charlie horse. We are a quarter of the way through this vlog, and all we've done is sit and talk about how much pain she's in. So, yeah, I can see why she includes stories like that, because this video would be a lot shorter without it, which would be fine. We could cut this, but, you know, gotta get that runtime.
More egg. So in the last vlog, you guys saw we were getting prepped for baby girl's room. We had some living room updates. We ordered the cabinets. Can't wait for those to come in. So yeah, if you missed the last vlog, a lot of updates there. Watch that first.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. These types of things really do need to be watched in order, because, I mean, what if you just came to this video and you're like, wait, where did that jute rug come from? You wouldn't have the context for that, so you really need to go back and watch the previous video in order to understand all the nuances of Alex's content.
And today, because I can't help move all the furniture from Yar's office to his new office, the bonus room, we're gonna get baby girl's room cleared out. So we have someone coming to help, some family coming to help with that. And then I'm gonna have to like plug some of the holes in the walls and just do a little touch-up paint.
The look in her eyes as Anderson is banging things around. She's like, shut up, kid. Mommy's trying to vlog. We need to buy more rugs.
And they're also going to bring all the boxes up to that room for the nursery as well, because everything came in from Prime Day. Everything else came last night, the crib, the dresser. So like we are golden. I think we have everything, which is crazy. So
okay, you heard her. They have everything. So that means I don't want to see any more packages for the nursery coming in. I don't want to see any more shopping on Amazon for nursery stuff. She said it right here. They have everything.
Yeah, so that journey starts today as they get that room emptied out and also get my old office skedaddled. So if you missed it in the last vlog, my office is the bonus room off of our bedroom, and I like only use a portion of it. You're all done? You're all done? He goes da 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 when he's done.
This has nothing to do with what she's talking about. I like to peruse her decor. I like to see the background while she's talking. That Tom Ford book is funny to me. I have never understood the point of purely decorative books. Maybe it's because my husband and my book collection, but mostly my husband's book collection, is absolutely enormous. My husband has thousands of books. I'm not even joking, thousands. So for me, having extra books that are just sitting around as decor, I'm like, no, if we're not going to read it, it's going to go. Plus, she's not even into fashion, which I find is true with a lot of these coffee table books. A lot of times they're just about random things that you feel like makes you look cultured. Like she's like, oh, a Tom Ford book. People will think I read this, but we know she didn't. Anyways, that's just a random rant about coffee table books. I'm not a big fan of them. I just think they're pointless. Not if you read it. Not if you have interest in reading about fashion or Tom Ford or things like that. But I know Alex doesn't, so it just kind of feels pointless.
All right. You want to be free? You want to roam about the cabin? You want to roam around? He's got on another one of his little simple seed outfits today. Look at this one. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's not even 7 a.m. It's so early. But we're definitely going to get out and take a walk soon. What do you think of the new rug? This is his first time seeing the new rug.
Oh my gosh, how exciting. I bet he's going to walk in there and say something like, oh my goodness, Mom, it's jute. Oh my goodness, you picked in my favorite color, beige. Oh my goodness, its scratchy surface really makes me want to lay down on this or sit on it. I bet he's going to say something like that.
What do you think of it? He's taking it and he's like, what is this? Yeah, it's different. Okay. He's like, moving on. So yeah, I don't really use my office. I use it just to film makeup videos. So we're gonna put a vanity in our bedroom because we have a ton of space. And Yar works from home a lot, so he needs an office. And his old office is gonna be the nursery for baby girl. So I am gonna finish up, I'm gonna eat the rest of these eggs, and then we'll probably honestly go for a walk.
I don't know, girl. You going on a walk on that Charlie horse leg? She's so brave for going out when she feels so bad. What if she had a Charlie horse while she was out and about? She would have to just yell for help.
Because it rained yesterday, so gotta get outside. Gotta get outside today. That's New England. Any good day, you gotta get outside. Oh my God. Literally traumatized from that Charlie horse, you guys. Traumatized.
Okay, everyone. We are going to do a little exercise. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to remember the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to you. Really sit with it. Really feel it. Now realize Alex's Charlie horse is so much worse. She was traumatized by that. And your trauma, it's probably bad, to be fair. But you forgot that she's an adult and she recently had hand, foot, and mouth. And she is pregnant. And she lives in Rhode Island. And all of that combined together makes her Charlie horse worse than whatever you've been through. So I want you to just remember that. Maybe it'll make you feel better about the things you've been through. At least you didn't have a Charlie horse like Alex.
You guys, when I tell you I'm having such a productive morning, Anderson and I, it was so cute because he just wants to like be part of everything. So I just did a task that's been on my to-do list for so long. And I think like since the baby's coming, it's motivating me to just like do all these little projects that have been driving me nuts. And like I should have vlogged it, but Anderson and I were just in the moment. I should have showed that before at least. Our mudroom was a mess. Like it was just covered in shoes. A lot of stuff hanging up here that was like not necessarily meant to go there. We have hats and like umbrellas and stuff in those.
Okay, I'm going to give her a compliment and then I'm going to tell her how she can improve this. Compliment. It does look clean and pretty organized. You know, everything's taken care of now. Awesome job, Alex. It looks great. The way that she could make this space better. This is a mudroom. it needs to be functional. There's too much decor here, and that might be part of why things get messy. I guarantee you, Anderson's taking those pillows and he's throwing them on the ground. It's kind of blocking the seating area. I'd get rid of those pillows. I would get rid of any of the decor on the little dresser stand thing there, the black one. I would get rid of that and use the top for more storage. Maybe get a couple of bins to go on top or something like that. You can just throw things in. I think this could be more functional if we cared less about decorating. This doesn't need to be decorated. It's a mudroom.
So this had a bunch of stuff on it, just so much better. Oh my gosh, it was driving me crazy. So I have a couple bags of shoes to bring it to the savers.
A couple bags. All right, we see one, but there's at least one more somewhere. This is a lot of shoes to just be getting rid of all at one time. Why do you have so many shoes? I understand Anderson's growing, so probably every once in a while you're going to have to get him new shoes. But honestly, you could save the old ones for the new baby. It really doesn't matter if they're boy shoes or girl shoes. Like, she can wear them. She won't care. But I can understand cycling through shoes faster with a 2-year-old, but a couple of bags. Well, no wonder it's clean in there. She's just getting rid of everything that was there rather than putting it away.
And now our next stop here, obsessed with the rug, loving it. Now, my next project that came in is, I'm gonna take this down. This is from McGee. This goes with our old vibe.
Okay, I did see a lot of people talking about this because she tries to act like this is some fancy piece of art. Oh, hang on, my apple crisp is ready. Pause. Oh, you guys, it smells so good. I should have made a second small one because I'm making an apple crisp for a friend. She has like a party and she asked me to make it for her. So now my whole house smells like apple crisp, but I can't eat it. Anyways, okay, back to this picture. So she says it's from McGee. Now, this is just a line at Target. So this is just a Target piece of art on the wall. And she bought it for $115. That's how much Target was selling it for. Now she's trying to resell it on Facebook Marketplace for $50. Now, I don't love this very much, but I do think she could probably just leave it up for her coastal theme. It looks kind of abstract-y, but that kind of looks like it could be waves, like choppy waves on an overcast day. I don't know, kind of a New England sea, So she could leave that up and it would be fine, but whatever, she wants to replace it. I guess we'll see what she replaces it with.
I also have a different linen creamy colored blanket that's going to go here because my green accents were ditching for cream and blue.
Why though? You could totally fit green in with a coastal aesthetic. I don't feel like that clashes with it at all. This is just a reason for her to shop because she has a nice blanket, but it's green. It's not cream and blue. And this could totally work, and probably most people who were trying to shift their aesthetic would make it work. They would work with the pieces they had to create a new vision and slowly get more pieces. She's just buying everything all at once.
And like rattan, seagrass, that vibe. So I am gonna follow inspiration from this picture from Pottery Barn, which was on like a rug page.
I mean, I don't think that this looks bad necessarily. It just looks plain. It doesn't look like a livable space, let alone a space with children. It looks nice and light and bright and open, and that looks great for a photograph, but it doesn't really look like a place where people live.
But I love, it's such a similar vibe, like with the creamy rug, the caramel leather, and then like the coastal vibe we are going for. We're on our coastal journey here. You feel good about it? So Pottery Barn did sell, I think they sold, a lot of places sold those little woven plates that go on the wall. Very expensive. So I found a set on Amazon. So let's see if they're any good.
Yay, another package. I just want to take this opportunity to point out yet another fun activity that Alex could do. I like pointing them out because it shows that there are things she could do in her life that aren't just opening packages and buying things. She could totally make those. I know maybe basket making is intimidating for some people, but my mom's a basket maker and she has been making baskets since before I was born. She likes to make baskets usually for people who are having wedding showers or baby showers, and she'll hand make the basket and then she'll fill it with a bunch of items. And her whole house has just so many baskets all over it. She's made them for years. And truthfully, once you understand how to construct a basket, they're pretty simple. And those ones that hang on the wall, they're just flat plates, basically, you know? You don't even need to learn how to work up. You just go flat, and then you're done. She could totally make those. And that would be such a fun activity for her to do. And then it would feel more personalized. And maybe if things were more personalized, maybe if she had attachment to some things rather than them just being random Amazon purchases, maybe she would be less likely to buy, get rid of, you know, because you'd want to keep the things you made. I think I could be really good for her, having pieces that she makes, having art that she makes, things that she cares about, things that when people come over, she can say, oh my goodness, look, I made this. And she can feel a sense of accomplishment and pride in her decor rather than being like, oh my goodness, I bought this on Amazon just like everything else.
All right, moment of truth. I don't think, no, these were not on sale for Prime Day. I couldn't find any on sale for Prime Day. But I want to say this set was like $50, which was a lot better than from other ones. So, I mean, hopefully it's decent. Made in Vietnam. Okay. Is this what I ordered? I think it's what I ordered. Because they had ones that had like different tones, but I just wanted the like kind of seagrassy look. Side note, no idea how I'm gonna hang these up. No glow. Oh yeah, here they are. Oh, these are so nice. Yeah, look at how pretty. And I have 4.8 star reviews. So really good reviews, and I really love that. Again, following that inspo picture. I think after this, I'm gonna do a few accessory swaps. Like I'm gonna swap out some of the faux florals for faux hydrangeas for that pop of blue.
Okay, that's another activity. She's swapping out fake flowers for different fake flowers. But does Alex garden? I mean, she has property. She has a yard that her house is on. She could totally garden and grow flowers. Now, I was very blessed with the house that I bought. Was owned previously by a 90-year-old woman who cared very much about her gardens. And so the last couple of years since we've moved here, we've just been blown away by the perennial flowers that keep coming up and just things that we didn't plant. People are like, oh, wow, you have a nice yard. And I'm like, I didn't do this. But one thing it has really allowed me to do is new flowers are popping up all the time. So I have a couple of vases in my house that I regularly swap out flowers from my garden, and it's so nice having fresh flowers in the house, things that I probably wouldn't buy normally, but they're just growing outside. So I cut a few and I bring them inside, and they last a few days to a week, and it's just really nice. She could totally get into gardening, grow her own flowers. Hydrangeas are pretty easy. They're one of those things you kind of just leave them and let them do their thing. Maybe you water them, but they're kind of self-sustaining. They do their own thing.
And then the cabinets, and then I think that's it, and we'll have our full before and after reveal. Okay, these are, I don't want to mess these up. These are zip tied. I'm gonna do a little Googling and see the best way to hang these. Actually, maybe I'll even just read the reviews from the people who bought them and how they hung them up. Oh yeah, these are gonna look so good. I wish I had my mom here. My mom's very good at like when we did the duck art or the silly goose art on Anderson's wall, she was very good at like placement, but I'm gonna have faith in myself. Oh, thank you God, it has hangers.
How did she not know that? Does she just buy things based on the very first photo? You would think that when she was buying it, she would think, how do I hang this up? And that would be a question she had, and she might want to figure it out before she bought the items or before they came to her. This was probably in the listing that there was a hanger. How does she not know that?
Oh, I was like, how am I gonna do this? How on earth am I gonna figure this out? I can't quite command strip these, you guys. I could use command hooks, like the little hooks. So then we've got small, medium, 2 more small mediums, and then 1 more big one. Okay, so I just put one up where the old nail was. Bruno's chasing Anderson and he loves it. And honestly, now I'm just gonna kind of like wing the vibe. We're making moves. Coastal, baby. It's giving coastal.
I mean, is it though? I really feel like nothing I'm seeing reads as coastal to me. What do you guys think? Do you think that these circles on the wall feel coastal? Circles on the wall paired with leather couch paired with jute rug. Does that remind you of the ocean?
Are we in Newport or what? Martha's just realized Anderson had moved the camera slightly out of frame. But I love it! Coastal! Dude, that is so cute.
It reminds me of spores, or like mushroom tops. Or maybe if you're looking straight down at people walking around with umbrellas in the rain. I don't know, it looks fine, I guess. It's not the worst design choice she's ever made, but I'm not wowed by them. They just don't seem to really have any purpose. They're just baskety circles on a wall. They definitely don't feel coastal to me. I don't want to say they're ugly or anything. I guess to each their own, but meh.
I love it.
One eternity later.
It has been a day. It has been a day, and I didn't even do physical labor. So I was in charge of watching Anderson and his cousins for the last 7 hours. Honestly, daycare workers, 10 out of 10. And teachers, 10 out of 10.
She's talking like she isn't a mother herself. Like, what do you mean you were in charge of watching Anderson? That's your son. You're always in charge of him. You don't need to be put in charge of watching him. That's what you do. You're his mom. And then, yeah, okay, extra kids with the cousins. Maybe you are tired if you played with them a lot, but I don't know. She's acting like she has never spent time with kids. She's acting like this is just a babysitting gig or something. You're about to have a second kid. If you're this out of breath just watching Anderson and his cousins, how are you going to deal with 2 kids all the time?
It's tiring, but we had a really fun day regardless. But they just left. And I'm super, super grateful that Yar had help because it was a lot. So moving everything out of my office here.
Her breathing is insane. I know she's pregnant, and I know that sometimes, even if you're a person who's not overweight, I know that being pregnant makes breathing more difficult, especially once you get into the 3rd trimester, okay? So I'm not coming for her for that. But she is just breathing really hard sitting here. And she admitted she didn't do any physical labor all day. She's just talking while sitting, and she's breathing this hard.
Moving everything from Yar's office to this room. It's a lot. And then they brought up all the stuff to baby girl's room. So tomorrow we'll work on organizing everything, but it was just a lot of furniture today. I'll give you a brief update. Oh my God. Yeah, it's still a lot to do.
Why is she acting so tired? I don't understand. She's breathing like she ran a marathon, like she did tons of hard work. All she's done today is open a package, hang up some circles on the wall, and then watched her kid while other people worked. What do you mean it's a lot? I'm struggling to understand why she is acting like this. I mean, I know why she's acting like this, but this is a lot. This is dramatic.
This was just step 1. So we are now in Yar's new office.
Okay, this is another pointless comment that doesn't need to be said, but that lamp is too funny to me. First of all, it's the balls stacked on top of each other, which goes with her recent obsession with furniture that has little balls on it, so I guess that goes. But something about that little wicker lampshade on that really thick lamp, it just looks too small. It looks hilarious because of how small it is. Something about this lamp, proportionally, shape-wise, even the color of the lampshade with that really dark base, this just looks comical to me. I don't know why. This lamp is so funny. It's terribly ugly. I'm sorry if you like it. It's bad.
Where all his old office stuff. Honestly, I'm really glad that he is taking this room because we love this couch. It's a recliner couch and we watch TV in here a lot. And then he has his desk and his rig over there. And then our bedroom. You're not ready. Y'all.
Oh my gosh. Why would they just pile everything around and on top of their bed like this? It's night. You can see it's dark. And it's June when she posted this, right? Yeah. So it's the longest days of the year. Like, this is the time when you have the light the latest. So you know it's probably like at least 9:30, maybe even later. And they have junk piled all over their room, all over their bed. How are they supposed to sleep? She's going to have to be up for another couple hours just to get everything moved around. Why didn't they stack things neatly in the corner? Why did they push everything onto the bed?
We've got work to do. Honestly, though, I don't hate this desk in here. I thought it would take up way more space. And then all of this was in that cabinet we're getting rid of that I hardly ever reached inside here, so.
Okay, so we're getting rid of this cabinet. We're getting rid of the 2 living room cabinets, and we're buying 2 new cabinets for the living room. Does this just feel ridiculous to anyone else? Why are we buying pieces of furniture we already have that are in good shape? Also, like, why buy another dresser for the nursery? If she had this piece of furniture she knew she was going to get rid of. I understand that it didn't match the crib, but honestly, who cares? If you already have a piece of furniture, why are we buying so many new things and getting rid of so many old things at the same time? It's like things go out as quickly as they come in.
I'm gonna go through this now so we can sleep here tonight, and then we'll pick it all back up tomorrow.
But that's what I'm saying. You could have just stacked it neatly over to the side, and even if there was a lot of stuff in your room, at least it would have been out of the way. But they stacked it there, and now they have to move it in order to go to sleep. This doesn't make sense.
And now I'll show you baby girl's room. Whew, my goodness. Yeah, all empty. A couple things on the wall. Got a lot of hole filling and paint touch-ups to do, but yeah. Here's her room. Yeah, tomorrow we have a lot of magic erasing and things like that to do.
Tomorrow.
Good morning. It's the next day. Happy Sunday. It's almost 8 o'clock. We've been up for 3 hours. Anderson hasn't been waking up this early in a while, so don't know what's going on, but we're up. We're up and at 'em.
I mean, yeah, it sucks to be woken up really early, but get used to it, girl. You got baby number 2 coming in a matter of weeks. You're gonna be up early every day.
Just washed my face, putting on my Tatcha Milky Sunscreen. We already had breakfast and all that jazz. Anderson's here with me. And Yar's downstairs caffeinating. Because actually I was gonna say the real work begins today, but not really. They did so much yesterday.
See, Alex, these are the cute moments that you're kind of missing, or at least half missing, by vlogging all the time. Anderson's being loud in the background, he's being silly, he's trying to get her attention, and she takes breaks from the camera to address him. But I don't know, if it was me, I would be prioritizing these moments with my son, right?
That's Anderson's new thing. Achoo! It's so cute. Achoo! You sneezing? Oh. So today the goal is Yar's gonna work on his office, I'm gonna work on the bedroom, and we're gonna work on baby girl's room another day entirely. That'll be like a vlog in itself. But yeah, he needs to get all his stuff situated. I had like low-key anxiety sleeping in our bedroom last night.
Okay, I'm trying not to be mean. I'm just gonna say it. Why does she insist on doing this hairstyle? It's like every day she's got this weird top bun, but then she has the claw clip in the back with the rest of her hair just spilling out onto the back of her neck back there. It looks so odd from every angle. It doesn't do her any favors. Now, I understand she probably wants her hair out of her face and it's hot, so she wants it off her neck. Those things make sense to me, and like, that's fine. But just this specific hairstyle is so odd to me, and it doesn't look good. It's not even just her. I don't know anyone who wears their hair like this.
Because there's so much, does that look crazy? There's just like so much clutter in it right now. Just because, you know, everything is in there from my office. definitely gonna do some savers trips today. And yeah, we're just gonna get after it. We're gonna get after it. And I'm gonna take a fat nap when Anderson takes his nap. So that's...
See what I mean? What is going on with this hair? It is certainly a choice, but I don't love the choice that we made. It just looks so silly from the back.
That's what I'm clinging on to because we only got 6 hours of sleep and your girl's feeling it. We're making so much progress.
Okay, I feel like I'm making a lot more comments about her appearance today than I normally do, but the eyebrows, they're very dark. They're a lot.
Honestly, this is like so much, and I've seen so many comments about finishing the basement instead of doing all this. And a lot of people were like, oh, you should have just gotten rid of the guest room and not, you know, done this whole office switch. And like, I get it, but this feels so right long term. And we are gonna finish the basement one day, but that's a hefty project and financial project. And we've got another baby on the way, so.
True, but it doesn't really seem like finances are much of a concern for you. You are spending a ridiculous amount of money constantly on furniture and decor. So, I don't know, I can see people thinking, well, if she's got money for this, she certainly has money to finish off the basement. And at the end of the day, I don't care. You know, if they want to move Yar's office to the bonus room and keep the guest room, it doesn't matter to me. It's whatever, it's fine. But to say it's like partially financial or like it's going to be a lot of work, it just seems like you spend your days reorganizing your house and spending money on your house anyways. So why would people assume that that would be too much for you?
One day we plan to do that, but honestly, putting in a pool is a bigger priority than that, and that's...
I'm sorry, a pool is a priority? A priority. I mean, fine, like if you don't want to finish off the basement, whatever, I don't think that's a priority either. They have plenty of space without the basement being finished. But a pool is not a priority. A pool is a luxury. I think Alex wants a pool. She wants to float around in the pool and live her pool dreams. I don't know. Maybe she feels like that's bougie to have a pool. So, priority. That's such a weird word to use about putting in a pool. It's our priority, guys.
Even down the road when the kids are older. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But we do, I guess we don't use the guest room like that much, but like when the family and friends come to visit, like we do use it. I don't know.
I don't think she has to justify this. I mean, I really think she could do whatever she wants with her house. Now, people are gonna have opinions, so whatever. The speculation I've heard is that the guest room is actually Yar's room, and they've been sleeping in separate bedrooms for a long time. I don't know if that's true, but what I will say is, like, fine, Alex, if you want to keep the guest room, just keep the guest room. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know, she's almost, like, agonizing over it. Like, we really do need it, guys. Just do whatever you want, Alex. I don't know. Certain things, I'm just like, it's not that big of a deal. If you want to keep the guest room, keep the guest room.
And I don't need an office, so it makes sense. Guest room, baby girl room, Anderson's room, Yar's office. And I was gonna get a smaller vanity for the bedroom because I didn't think that Pottery Barn desk would work. It looks so good and fits perfectly. So that was a huge thrill. That's gonna be another project. I need to restain the top of it. During COVID, when I was doing my nails at home, I messed it up with acetone. So that's the only thing bugging me about it, but we'll fix it.
Hold on. If she knows how to sand down and refinish the top of her wooden vanity, why could she not do that with the cabinets in the living room? Her only complaint about them was that they were too dark because the dimensions were absolutely perfect. It was hard to find something the same dimensions. Why could she not have sanded that down and refinished it? I know it would be a lot more work to do 2 cabinets than just the top of a vanity, but again, she's got time and she could use hobbies. She could totally just restain her furniture and then she could keep it. And it would be a pretty cheap DIY way to not buy hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of new furniture and get rid of your old expensive furniture. Why are we buying new stuff if we have the skills to be able to redo it?
just sand it down and restain it and hope to God I can do it right. Poor Bruno, he's so overwhelmed by all of this. He does not like changing furniture and stuff. He's very sensitive to like all of that. So it's almost done, P. He's like, why are you doing this to me? Okay, so we've got to work on this. Got to find a new spot for those because those were just chilling in my office. Like, honestly, most of my office was just being used for storage space. And then we got to figure out what we're keeping from these shelves.
This looks like a display in Home Goods. And I don't mean that in a complimentary way. This looks like the clearance aisle of Home Goods. It's just little tchotchkes. It's just clutter. It's random decor. None of it feels important. It's vases and jugs and plates and candle holders. I don't know. It's just useless books. What's the point of any of this? This just looks like things that they would have to clearance out at Home Goods because nobody would want them.
What I'm going to donate, I'm actually going to repurpose a lot of this down to my new coastal vibe. Like, I think this, maybe this, these are really cute. So, yeah.
Are they? What even is that? I mean, it really is just the most useless stuff that she buys. And you know that this wasn't like $3 like it should have been. You know that this was at least $20, $25. What's even the point of that? All it does is take up shelf space and look kind of ugly doing it.
We're going to figure all of this out today. Get her done. Got to find a new spot for my little angel baby. Yeah, and then the mirror over here doesn't make sense. All right, so how I am kind of tackling this is one bite at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Don't get overwhelmed. I made sure I made the bed first. And I have a bag for trash. And then I have like several bags for donations.
How I would love to just come declutter her house. That would be so much fun. There'd be so much I would get rid of. Actually, Alex does remind me of Amberlynn a little bit. I remember years ago, someone said something to Amberlynn about how she was a hoarder. And she actually said something that I agreed with, which is that she's not a hoarder. She just has a shopping problem. Like, she is willing to get rid of things. She's always getting things out of her house, but she's just buying so much that she's constantly having to declutter because there's so much stuff in her house. I think Alex is the same way. I don't think we're dealing with a hoarding problem. I think we're dealing with a shopping addiction problem. So it seems like she donates, seems like she gets rid of things, but her shopping outpaces what goes out. So I would just love to come to her house and declutter. I'm telling you, everything would go. You know, stores closing, everything must go.
And then I've just been like texting my friends like, do you want this? Do you want this? So I had this storage bin here. It was in my office full of hair stuff. And like, I'm so glad we're just minimizing stuff because there was so much in there I forgot I even had. Like, I am very much out of sight, out of mind. Like, I forgot I had these T3 heated curlers, all these other fun hair tools.
Yeah, honestly, this could all go. If Alex was the type of person who routinely did her hair, or if she made videos about doing her hair on a regular basis, I could see her having these things. Some people really love doing their hair, and it's just a passion of theirs. Look at the way Alex does her hair on the daily. She's putting it up in this weird claw clip bun thing. I have not seen her really do her hair yet. It's probably because she's been sick and pregnant and whatever else, but it just seems like she doesn't really do her hair very much, so there's no point in having all of these things. Maybe keep a straightener, maybe keep a curling iron. Do you need everything else? This stuff takes up a lot of space. I just feel like we could get rid of all of it, basically.
Like, if we want to do some tiny curls. So yeah, there's just like so much. I have some stuff I'm going to give to my niece. So I was kind of going through that before I start to go through this. And it's a good time to also do like a makeup purge too. I think I did one fairly recently. I also got to take this giant photo down.
Photo? I would hardly call it art. I definitely wouldn't call it a photo. I question why she got this. Now, I'm imagining, okay, the one downstairs, remember the McGee one? That was $150, and you saw the size of that. Or $115, I think. $115 new. How much do you think this cost? And she's just talking about getting rid of it. I mean, this must have been at least $200.
I don't think it makes sense to keep that there. Yeah, I don't think so. How are you guys? Checking in. Anderson just went down for his nap, and me too. Nap time. Made a lot of progress. We actually just took a trip to Savers before his nap. The car was filled, but we're probably gonna have to do another trip later.
See, and as great as it is to get all that stuff out of your house, it doesn't really count as decluttering if you're buying things just as fast as you're getting rid of things. It seems like we need to stop shopping for a long time and focus in on what we actually like, what we actually need, and stop redecorating constantly. I guarantee you 90% of what went to the thrift store was useless decor.
It's funny because like I just had so much, old stuff in my office that was just like accumulated from years and years that I'd never gave away or got rid of. So it was just a lot, like going through things. I donated so much. And I have, like I said, I've got piles to give to people, but like going through, I was like, oh my gosh, this is from like back up like the beginning of my YouTube career. Maybe not the beginning, but at least the middle. So a lot of older items, but making so much progress. I love having the vanity in here. I think it actually looks so pretty, and it's just such a little godsend moment that the staining on top matches the staining of our dresser and nightstands.
What a weird way to phrase that. It's a godsend that the vanity matches the nightstands. A godsend. That is such a weird phrase. I don't think I've ever heard her use that phrase. And the context of her using that is so odd. Godsend. We believe in God now? It's Sunday. We're not in church.
So it's quite perfect. I think it's going to be really good long term. Oh my God, these Lola blankets. They should not be as expensive as they are, but they're so nice.
Okay, you guys, I had to look it up because I'm not in the bougie blanket circle. So I'm like, what do you mean? Is this like $100 blanket? This blanket was $275, assuming that she got the regular size and didn't go for the large size. And weirdly enough, like that's one of their cheaper blankets. They have some blankets in the 400s. That is absurd to me. Not even absurd. That is like disgusting to me. How expensive those blankets are. Why does she have this?
They feel like you're laying in a hug. Remember when I got that PR package from Netflix, they had a gift card to get this?
Okay, well, thank goodness she had a gift card, but I'll be honest, unless that gift card was for $275, I would not be buying a $275 blanket. And there's just no way.
Dude, oh my God, it's so nice. Oh, and I also accumulated a bunch for the giveaway too, and figured out a bunch of stuff and all that. So that's going to be probably the next vlog, so stay tuned. But yeah, I'm going to take a nap. And I got to work on my closet. Oh my gosh. I need to go through I have like a bin in there of like kind of like travel toiletry bags and things like that.
What? Travel toiletry bags? Why on earth would we be going through that right now? It's like she is trying to tackle her entire house at one time, instead of just focusing on the nursery or even the nursery and moving Yar's office. Like those two seem like, okay, this is the project right now. We're also redecorating the living room. We're reorganizing the mudroom. We're now going through her travel stuff in her closet. And then she's complaining like, oh, this is too much, you guys. This is just a huge project I've undertaken. Half of the stuff seems like things that don't need to be done right now.
I need to go through and really organize that. And then all the shoes that were in that cabinet need to go on the shoe rack in there. We organized the crap out of our shoes yesterday, like you guys saw, which was wonderful. Like our main shoes are downstairs, like our dailies, like our go-to sandals or Crocs. And then our real shoes are kept up here. So when you're picking out your outfit, you can look at your shoes. So we both have shoe racks in our closets. So utilize them. Hello. All right. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. So time to, this is a picture of where I'm at. All right, so I've made a ton of progress with my desk, and we have a great little filming background situation going on over here. So this will be in the background for filming. And
I mean, I don't see a single useful thing on that shelf. This is just wasted space as far as I'm concerned. She might as well just get rid of that shelf and put something else there, because all it's holding is random home decor items. There's no sense to any of this. It's not like they're displayed in a certain way. They're just all thrown on there. Like I said, it feels like home goods clearance rack. This is pointless. Just get rid of the shelf if you're just going to put a whole bunch of nothing on it. There's not even anything personalized on it, and there's definitely no color.
we moved the mirror over here, which is perfect for try on hauls. So I'm just taking a magic eraser now and cleaning up all the scuffs. And we took down that big wall art, and I think, like, because I have a lot of pictures that I really like miscellaneous, I think I'm gonna do like a little collage on the wall and just do it like around here, and I think it would look really, really cute. So we're gonna do this one, of course.
Not to nitpick, but you can hear the kids show playing in the background. I think she has Anderson sat on that couch in the bonus room with that giant TV turned on to like Bluey or something. And she's just having the TV watch him while she is worrying about the pictures on her wall. I think that's what's going on. I'm really tuning into that kids program that's happening, and Anderson in the background, but she's not really paying him any attention.
And I love this too. This is from, I think, Target. This was where this mirror was. Yar's making progress on his office. Anderson's just playing here. He just...
Oh, silly me. I forgot that they would also have a giant TV in their bedroom. So she's just got him sprawled out on the floor. TV's watching him while she's doing tasks that mean a lot to her. Okay, all right.
Laid down with this blanket. He loves this blanket. All right, we've made a ton of progress. We've had a day mostly done. A lot of it's mostly done. Like, we're so close to all of it, but Yar's gonna get us some dinner. We're starving.
Again with the takeout, 2 parents home all day, nobody cooked. We're doing takeout once again.
You know when you want me to place the order? Okay. I ordered, this came right in time. My back. I know, Dada's coming right back, sweetie. He's coming right back. So this looks like plenty big, hopefully. I ordered a belly band. I didn't have to use a belly band with Anderson, but my lower back has been really hurting me.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but belly bands are just for people who have a really protruding bump late in pregnancy, right? That's their main use. I guess I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like her bump is very far extended. It doesn't seem like she needs this to hold up her bump. Like, that's really what it's for, to hold it up, to relieve pressure from your back. I would wonder if her back pain is caused by other things rather than having a large bump, but it's easiest to just blame it on pregnancy. I'm just not sure this belly band's going to do very much.
I mean, I've been probably overdoing it a little the last couple days, but we'll see. We'll see. So hopefully this feels amazing. Oh, it's a little, actually, a little bit big.
Ooh, you hear that, you guys? She is flexing on us just how skinny she is. It's too big, guys. It's just... Oh, it's actually, you know what? This is reminding me of when Anna got her weightlifting belt. Everything reminds me of Anna these days, you know? It's like, when I'm with him, I'm thinking of you. Oh, that's how I feel. I'm just always thinking of Anna.
I got the 2X because I just, didn't know. How tight am I supposed to do this? You want to get down? Y'all done with your snack? All done? Okay. I think this feels good.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I need it to be tighter, and it has like a lot of slack. So I'm gonna, it does, actually, now that I took it off, it made a difference. I'm gonna exchange this for the extra large, but yeah, I'm trying to like do it, because like you kind of gotta do it tight to feel that like relief. Oh, it feels so good when it's nice and tight. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna exchange it. I'll link it if you need a good plus size one. This would definitely accommodate probably up to like size 24. Okay.
Okay, why would she link this though? She's like, oh, I'll link it if you want a good one. You don't know that it's good. You tried it on for half a second, decided that you were going to swap it out for a different one, and you're still expecting to make money off of it? Like, she doesn't even wait until she figures out if it's any good. She doesn't like the one that she got, but she still wants to shill it to us. Unbelievable.
Hey, you guys, I'm absolutely exhausted, but I wanted to give you a final... Oh, look, imagine how this room looked yesterday and how far we've come. So... ended up with this mirror here, perfect for try-on hauls and things. This is so cute for the background.
That whole corner is just a waste of space. There's nothing worthwhile there. I mean, maybe the dog bed, if her dog actually uses it, but that's just a waste of space. If it was me, once baby girl comes, I would have her crib in my room, and it would be right there for the first couple of months before she moved to her own nursery. That's the perfect corner to put the crib in. Like, she has so much room. She could totally do that. But this just feels like a waste of space. There's nothing worthwhile going on here. There's nothing on those shelves worth keeping, and it's just clutter.
Of filming, which will take place here. And I'm saving a few photos, gonna do that wall collage art. And honestly, I'm just grateful that everything fits like perfectly. And it genuinely just like feels perfect.
I mean, I will say what I say with basically all of her decor. It's just boring. I guess the bedroom as a whole doesn't look terribly ugly. There's just nothing really going on. And maybe that's something that she wants for her sleeping space. I know I'm kind of like that. I don't like to decorate my bedroom. I don't like to have clutter. I do like it to be kind of minimal because it's where I'm sleeping and I don't want it to be overstimulating in there. So if you made the argument that more neutral tones, less clutter, less things to stimulate you while you're sleeping, okay, I could buy that argument. The problem is her whole house looks like this. And I just don't love her decor style. I really don't. It's hard for me to say much that's good about it.
So it's gonna feel cozy like the old YouTube days, you know, filming in the bedroom with the bed in the background. I love it. So yeah, this is gonna be perfect. I'm really excited. I just want to like do my makeup now and film here. So all right, I just showered. I've got a date with Love Island. So Bruno and I will bid you adieu.
Oh, to sit in my beige bedroom and watch Love Island. Oh, to have that kind of a life. I guess that's going to be it for today. If I could say something positive about this vlog, because I really don't want to just come up as negative, so I'm going to say something positive. She only opened 2 packages this entire vlog, which in my book, that's like a record for her. I don't think I've ever seen her open so few packages. It was just those round basket kind of things, and then her belly band. That was it, right? I'm pretty sure that was it. I guess we'll see how many packages she opens in the next vlog. All right, that is going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!